On 2K Sports, following all the action out on the course is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. Let's get out to the action. There's great anticipation in the air, and we're delighted to have you with us as we begin this next event on 2K Sports. Now to the first hole. Now, as we turn our attention to the live play, getting word that our featured player has sparked some sort of rivalry with Tom Kim. The young Korean gun he's a tank. Why take him on?
His nickname is quite literally after Thomas the Tank Engine. Such is his fortitude. Once he gets on track, he is not veering off. This featured player better bring their A game today.
Well, there seems to be an exciting duel brewing here against Tom Kim. Let's see if our featured player has what it takes. Wow, that was just striped. Okay, ball's in the air. Let's see how this round plays out. That's tidy. Second shot here on the first.
Well, after watching that, Tom Kim's thinking to himself, I better up my game here.
Sitting at 1 under after that hole. The second hole at player Sayona Rich, less than 500 yards, but is a par 5.
Par 5 that meanders from right to left, just a bunker down the left-hand side you have to think about. Other than that, it's a pretty generous landing area. Second shot, green sits above you just a little bit. 2 bunkers on the right-hand side. The bailout's going to be to the left, sitting below you. All in all, though, a very generous par 5.
Going with the 5-wood. Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich. Let's check in with Tom Kim, shall we? Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich.
Out of the rough, into the hole. Thank you very much.
This is a fairly lengthy putt here. And he's down there. You got a read?
A huge right to left swinger.
He's going to like the look of this one. That'll be inside the circle of friendship. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
There is a significant amount of right to left on this putt.
And after that, he'll move to 2 under for the tournament. The third hole at player Sayona is just a picturesque par 3.
Yes, water down the right-hand side will certainly come into play. Bunker front left and long left also could see some action. This is a beautiful, picturesque, but difficult par 3.
Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another.
Just got to find a little bit more length to that putting stroke. He currently has a share of 8th place on the leaderboard. As we get to the 4th hole, Rich, the big bomber's eyes just light right up.
Oh, it's going to tempt the long players, isn't it, to take a rip at it, but they got to be aware of that water and sand that comes into play down the left-hand side. If you bail out to the right-hand side, just have a short little second shot, but you got a green that's tiny in size with all kinds of movement on it.
Uh-oh, we're starting to hear roars from another part of the course.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. Great shot in the hole.
Yahtzee, hole in one. Mark it down on the card, baby.
And back to the course with the live action. Sitting at 2 under par. Putting for birdie here. Now 7 shots behind after that. The 5th hole at Playa Sayona, Rich, certainly makes up for what little was on option at the 4th.
Luke, I believe the name of this hole is Diablo Feo, the ugly devil, because this thing is dastardly. It's ghastly. Bunkers down the right-hand side off the tee, water all the way down the left-hand side, the entire length of the hole. I wish I knew exactly the best way to play this hole. I don't, but I do know that 5 is a pretty good score.
From around 180 yards out. Going with the 7.
This is looking good. Are we going to see it drop?
This is his 2nd shot. This is looking pretty good in the air. That was a top effort, that one. So close to going down. Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And he will move to 4 under par now. Well, the 6th tee shot here really requires a beauty.
Aim at that bunker in the middle of the fairway and either push or pull your tee shot because you don't want to be in it. From there, your 2nd shot into a fairly flat, generous green, hourglass in shape. Not much to it, so good opportunity to make a par here, maybe even better.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
Now he's got his eyes set on the putting surface. An aggressive play here. Oh, that cannoned off the pin. Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in 2.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Oh, super putt that. What an eagle. And that takes him to 6 under. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Well, after using the driver for a few of the holes, Rich, it's time to get back to the long irons, I see, off the tee at 7.
Just a layup required with either a long iron, hybrid, fairway wood, anything to keep it out of that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. You do want to challenge it, however, because you want as little club or distance into this green as possible. Island green with trouble everywhere.
Fairways and greens. Easy game, isn't it?
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And with that, he moves to 7 under. He currently sits in 3rd position. The 8th hole, Ridge, a spectacular par 4 here at Playa Sayona.
Great tee shot here at the par 4 8th. Bunkers left, bunkers right. And you got a green in the distance that's also surrounded by bunkers left and right and a waste area deep of this green. This is a beautiful setting on a beautiful golf course. Great hole.
Well struck. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
And from around 135 yards.
Great looking shot, this. A great shot here at the 8th and a chance for birdie. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
Looking for another birdie here.
Currently 8 under for the round. Rich, we're on the 9th tee here at Playa Sayona.
Just waste area down to the right-hand side. Water in the distance. Driver not required here. Your approach shot to a generous green. Thinking birdie here all day long.
That's well played. Pin high. This is not a good outcome. Buried in the deep stuff.
He's going to need an incredible stroke of luck to get this out with any momentum going forward to get it on the green.
Well, that's incredible. And for birdie too. That'll help make a big move. And this putt to move into a tie for first place. Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today. And as we update the standings, they're currently sharing top spot alongside Wyndham Clark.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing. That is right down the sprinkler line.
Sitting at -9 for the day. Nicely done. Lining up the birdie putt here.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
And he has now taken sole possession of the lead here. The 11th hole at Playa Sayona is a par 4 that perhaps requires not your biggest drive.
Take the big stick out of your hand. Just play for position, avoiding that bunker and the water down the left-hand side. Difficulty with the second shot is this green's got an infinite edge look. It's really difficult to judge the distance as it looks so much longer than it truly plays.
This one heading towards the green. Oh, that's a great shot and a birdie opportunity coming up here at the 11th. Now let's head to Tom Kim.
Straight at it.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Okay, time to return to the action. It's just about 3 feet away. And that putt will drop, and he'll extend his lead. And with that hole finished, they're currently in the lead, ahead of Wyndham Clark. The 12th hole is one of 3 par 3s on the inward half.
It's just another unbelievably beautiful hole on a golf course full of them. Just a couple of bunkers on the right-hand side you have to be mindful, but don't get sucked in the beauty of the ocean on the left-hand side, which is very difficult to do. Enjoy this hole. It is a beauty.
He's making this look easy, keeps surging ahead. And he's maintained top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. Welcome to the par 4 13th hole.
You would love to just sit up here and stripe it right at this green, but you should know better not to. Bail out to the left-hand side. Leave yourself with a pretty simple pitch and run to a tiny green. It's just surrounded by the most beautiful setting you could ever imagine.
Maybe going for the green, are we? Oh, that was a boss move off that tee. Found the green in one shot. Here's a good chance to move to 14 under with this putt. Henny, what's he facing with this putt?
This putt is around 36 feet away from the cup. Good effort from there.
A birdie putt awaits. That's impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field. As we now move to the next hole, he has a 4-shot advantage. Going with the pitching wedge here. And that one finds the putting surface. It's a good shot, but some work to do, however. Time to catch up with that fabulous Korean, Tom Kim. He's going to fade this one. Yeah, nicely played. Okay, let's get back to the action. Oh, 13-footer coming up here. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
You know, to my eye, it's looking a little left to right.
Pace is always important. Get that speed right.
A par putt awaits.
Job done. Let's head to the next. Time to take a look at the leaderboard, and it's a 4-stroke buffer for our leader. Okay, over to 15 we go at Playa Sayona, and it is the final par 5 on the golf course.
That waist area down the left-hand side is going to see a lot of action as players do not want to make the mistake of hitting it in the ocean to the right. A layup from there into a very small section of fairway leaves a third shot to another green and an outcrop of rocks on the ocean. Another stunner.
That's frustrating. 13 feet to the hole.
Fantastic play so far, setting this up for the eagle.
Was that a bit of a miss strike?
Always nice when the birdie putt's a short one.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. The finishing stretch here at Playa Sayona starts here with the par 4 16th.
And we've got a couple of fairway bunkers down the right-hand side. So miss those to the left-hand side, and you will hit your second shot into an island, quote-unquote, green. Not surrounded by water, but surrounded by sand. This is a challenging par 4, but should be able to avoid any large numbers.
Standing over his second shot.
Oh, this wind really starting to get up. That was well managed.
Close to the surface here, and the green side rough. Oh, I don't mind the look of this one. In fact, this is looking fantastic. And back to the play, shall we? This putt coming up is for birdie.
That will drop, and it will extend the lead.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. We get on the tee at 17, Rich. This is a hole you really want to make sure you position your ball properly.
Only the long hitters will be able to carry that bunker waist area on the right-hand side. Players bailing it out to the left off the tee do have the opportunity to kind of hit a low little chasing shot into this green if they so desire, but it is a difficult second shot no matter how you look at it.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
He's got about 140, I'd say.
This one is all over it.
Oh, that's a great approach shot. A 7-footer right here. Oh, just missing the birdie there. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? Opting for the 5-wood. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it.
And he's down there. You got a read?
I'm thinking a little left to right here.
Can he finish off his day with a par at the last? And that signs off on today's round. Well, there you have it, Rich. At the end of the opening round, he finds himself in first place.
Not bad whatsoever, but still just the opening day. Lots of golf left to play. However, it does give you a little boost of confidence going forward, knowing that right now you're at the top of your form, your game is good, and you're in a good space.
Well, that was a thrilling day. And on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us. UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's time for the final round. Let's head out onto the course. I'm Luke Elvey, glad to have you back with us. And Rich, as this final round gets underway, our featured player is at the top of the field.
Yes, got the lead, and things looking pretty steady for him. Should be a really good day of golf ahead of us.
We head down to the first hole. He's been playing beautifully all tournament, got quite a healthy advantage. Let's see if he gets the job done. Let's see what kind of tone he sets for himself today. Time for the second shot into the first. Yep, that shot's safely on the green. Oh, 14-footer. It's good to make a few of these per round.
Little birdie looking here.
And that putt just was never hit hard enough. And that should secure the par on this one. Currently in first position. Let's take a look at this par 5 second hole.
Just a little wandering right to left, dogleg par 5. That bunker down the left is in play. And the second shot to a green that's protected by 2 bunkers on the right-hand side and a low area on the left. However, this hole, par 5, is very gettable.
Wonderfully played.
Club up. I like this play.
This now, his third shot. Oh, that almost went in. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard. Here we are at the third hole, a par 3.
Yes, water down the right-hand side will certainly come into play. Bunker front left and long left also could see some action. This is a beautiful, picturesque, but difficult par 3.
Oh, that is brilliant. Look at this one. Oh, stop it. What a shot.
This one here, this is for back-to-back birdies, moving him in the right direction.
The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
That is sending the rest of the field a message right there.
Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
I wonder if he's going to try and attack this hole. He could definitely extend the lead if he plays it right.
Time for the second shot here at the 4th. Just didn't drop. Just 3 feet to the cup. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Now 7 strokes up after that hole. Now on the tee after a birdie, fired up and ready for more.
I'm assuming that this hole's name is Diablo because it is a devil of a par 4. Very little room out to the right to find the fairway. Anything missing left. All the way down the hole, you're finding the ocean and a green that is perched right next to it as well. I don't know the best way to play this hole, but I know that 5 is a fantastic score.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. That's a pretty handy shot. This is a ball striking clinic. Yet another green in reg here.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
This one's for birdie. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Our leader is up by a whopping 6 shots now. And on the tee now of the 6th, which is a par 5.
Well, that bunker right in the center of the fairway, you aim it right at it, Luke, and either you push your tee shot or pull it to avoid it. That's the best way of attacking that. From there, you've got a green in the distance. It's got a couple bunkers well shy of it. They're there for aesthetics only, but a green that is hourglass in shape and just gentle movement all around.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
And look at that. Focus solely on the green. This is a bold play. Okay, steady now. This is a 20-footer. John, what's the line on this putt?
I think this putt's going left to right.
And a relatively good putt from that distance.
Oh, good look at a birdie here. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. We've now arrived at the par 4 7th.
Just a layup required with either a long iron, hybrid, fairway wood, anything to keep it out of that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. You do want to challenge it, however, because you want as little club or distance into this green as possible. Island green with trouble everywhere.
It's a green seeker.
Beautiful.
Looking for back-to-back birdies here, Luke.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Leading by 6 strokes after that one. Here we are, hole 8. It's a par 4.
Yeah, strong par 4 here, Luke. Fairway bunkers on the left and right hand side. Second shot to a green protected by bunkers left and right, and a little bit long. You're going to find a waste area. This is really a beautiful par 4, but it can be a little daunting.
Not a bad play, that one. Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Luke, I just don't see this happening. I tell you, I'd love to see this player prove me wrong, though.
And that putt will end up short. Big putt for par coming up. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next. And after that hole, sitting now 20 under par. Teeing off now on the 9th hole.
Yeah, we've got waste area down the right-hand side, water in the distance. Driver probably not required off this shortish par 4. Second shot carries a water feature to a green just sitting there in the distance. Very receptive. You're thinking birdie all day long.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
Well, he's got about 28 feet to the cup from here.
Seven feet to the cup.
This is important. Big par putt here.
Ooh. And this one will be for bogey. Lovely position for our leader here, Rich. Out in front, but a few holes to go.
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of their games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
Playing this shot from about 170 yards out. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
Tom Kim watched that one all the way. Great approach shot. This player is definitely upping the pressure in this rivalry.
Well, what a way to bounce back. Nice putt to hole. Well, this is an impressive display by our leader. Now out by 6 shots over the field. Here we are at the 11th, a par 4.
Wow, that's an incredible drive.
And playing this one from around 120 yards out. This should play. A wonderful shot. A chance for birdie here on the 11th.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
And our featured player has now built a comfortable 6-stroke advantage on the field. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
I can't decide which hole out here is the most beautiful, this one or all the others. Another gorgeous setting here for this par 3. Just a couple of bunkers you got to be mindful of with your tee shot, as well as the ocean back left. However, just sit back and soak in all this beauty.
Just taking a look at this one, Rich. Do you think it's makeable?
Luke, I really don't think this is going to happen, but you know what? I've been wrong before, and it could happen again.
Just a short putt. Closes the workout on that hole. He'll like the look good where he's standing on this leaderboard. Love the short par 4s, Rich. Always an opportunity.
You would love to just sit up here and stripe it right at this green, but you should know better not to. Bail out to the left-hand side. Leave yourself with a pretty simple pitch and run to a tiny green just surrounded by the most beautiful setting you could ever imagine.
It looks like he's thinking about going for the green here. I love seeing stuff like that.
Absolutely sets himself up for an eagle on this hole.
Lining up this putt. Still some meat on the bone. Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
A tricky little slider here. Downhill, moving to the left.
That's a nice putt. He'll take that.
It was a slippery putt coming up down the hill, so not too surprised to see this one coming up short.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. On the tee here of the par 3 14th.
Everything about this golf course is beautiful, but it's got teeth everywhere you look. You can get sucked in by the beauty, but if you do, you're going to make a large number on this tiny par 3.
Oh, what a shot by our leader.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
This putt of about 7 feet to the hole. As we head to the next, it's a big 6-stroke advantage for our leader. Hole number 15 is a par 5.
Waist area down the left-hand side of this hole is going to see a lot of action as players are going to bail left, not wanting to find the ocean with their tee shot. From there, it's going to take a pretty challenging iron to lay up into a zone, not wide. And then the third shot, once again, in a green setting right on the ocean's edge. This is another stunning hole, yet very challenging.
Going with the hybrid. Oh my, right by the hole. That's a well-played chip shot there. Well, this is a brilliant display of all-round golf. Now 24 under par with a handful of holes remaining.
Ooh, that is some pretty good breathing room out in front by a bunch.
That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff. His second shot here.
This one's got eyes for the flagstick.
Well, that'll be one of the shots of the day, that's for sure.
This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
And it's a score of -24 as we head to the next hole. Always the toughest hole in the game. A long par 4.
Only the long hitters want to take on that waist bunker down the right-hand side. All the others out to the left-hand side. And there's an opening here that players might want to think about chasing their golf ball into, because this second shot, ooh, it is dangerous.
Second shot here on the 17th hole. Going with the 9-iron, I think.
Nicely done.
This putt is about 10 feet from the hole.
A really good look at birdie.
And he's down there. You got to read.
The only movement in this putt is by the hole, and it's to the right.
A chance to make a birdie just slides by.
Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. Now 8 shots in front.
And now teeing off on the final hole of this round.
And what a wonderful way to finish. Again, just a picturesque par 3. Water left, so the bunker and the waist area on the right is going to see a lot of action. Players will be delighted to walk off this par 3 with a par 3.
Going with the 5-wood. That was a beauty. Right against the hole. All right, let's keep the focus here. This is to win the event. Oh, so close to a birdie. He has this putt to win the tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, they've just won their first ever PGA Tour event. Rich, what do you think's going through their mind right now?
Nothing. They're confused about everything right now. I tell you, you win and you can't believe it just happened. You really just have no idea. You're shocked. It's a great feeling.
Well, what a memorable moment this is, Rich.
Players never forget their first ever PGA Tour win, nor will this player. Great job.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now.